Hi babes, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi beautiful faces, my name is Kayla. You can call me Kay, you can call me Kay, but it's definitely up to you. What you doing, sis? Let me know down below in the comments. Hey my babies, long time no see. I'm lying because I'm posting a video every day on shorts, YouTube shorts at that, and on TikTok. If you're not following me on my other social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Threads, make sure you do. I'm gonna have it down right here, and it's also down below in the description box. So I am posting every day on TikTok. I've been posting every day consistently since May, all 31 days, and now it's June. Anyways, we're gonna get straight into the video. Today is gonna be the behind the scenes of me getting ready to go TikTok live for like the second time ever. And we're gonna do this makeup look together, and then we're gonna get into a pregnancy update because we did just enter our 3rd trimester. So if you're interested, stay tuned, watch the entire video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up because you're gonna like it. If you're not subscribed to my channel, what do you need to do? Turn the subscribe button gray because we don't like red over here, okay? And without further ado, let's get straight into the video. We're starting another video. I'm about to get the vibes going. I have a candle going in the kitchen. I ate about an hour ago. Anyway, it's like 8:05 on a Tuesday, and I'm off. And your girl has been going viral on TikTok maybe 10 times this month that just passed May. The month of May, I went viral like 10 times. Who can say that? Like, people pray for a viral video, and I've prayed for this. I've manifested this. I said with this new chapter that I'm stepping into, this new phase of content that I'm pushing out and promoting, which is my motherhood content, my mom to be content, I really am gonna stand 10 toes on it and 2 shoulders, and that's what I've been doing. And every day at 8 o'clock, even if I am the most tired, some days, you know, I might have been 5-10 minutes late, I have posted a TikTok every day. If not one, I've posted 2. Some days I do post more than once, but just once, that commitment at 8 o'clock sharp. 8 o'clock sharp. Yeah, all the trends, all the hype, you need to be posting at 8 o'clock. If I post at 8, if I post at 9, my videos do great. As long as it's like before 9, not exactly 9, like 8:30. After 8:30, I might not post. But all of May, every day for 31 days, I think it was 31 days in May, I don't know, I posted every day, and I went viral 10 times. If not once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times out the week, I went viral. Every video I posted dang near went viral. So I'm so grateful for that. I made it to 3,000 babes on TikTok. So if you're from TikTok and you made it to my YouTube channel, I love you. But anyways, I'm starting this video, setting up the vibes, getting everything together because I am about to go TikTok live. And this is going to be like my second time going live on TikTok. So I'm just going to see what the hype is, if the girl is clocked in for real. If my new 500 to 800 followers on there really like me for real, if the content is contenting, you know, I want to just see what it's about, test the waters. So anyway, I'm going to be playing music in the background, so everything you guys see besides like our chit chat once I'm done will be a time lapse. This is not a tutorial. I'm just going to be playing in makeup, and then I will give you guys an update on the pregnancy, let you guys know how I've been feeling, how everything's been going. We are officially in our 3rd trimester. I just hit 28 weeks as of last Saturday at the end of the month. So, you know, we're feeling a lot more movement and things like that. And, you know, I want to let you guys know. I want to tell you guys some of that and, you know, give you a little update. But let me turn the camera around so I can show you how my setup is looking. So this is my vanity. I have my hydration source, which I have water in there, got makeup Sharpies, and my Polaroid because we are going to be doing my milestone Polaroid that I've been taking. Got my tripod. This magnetic tripod goes to my Osmo. I use this relentlessly to get any footage that you see that is like another perspective, or when you guys are my camera for the day, I use that magnet on my car, the refrigerator, anything magnetic, even my vanity. So yeah, that's there. Have my tripod. That's where I'm probably going to put my actual phone. I'm not sure yet, but that's where I'm going to prop you guys up on a magnet. My jewelry box. So yeah, this is my vanity. This is the view, and we're about to tap in, I guess. Okay. I do have a flexi rod set. I don't know nothing about going TikTok live, but we are about to go live. This is my TikTok live screen. And we're gonna do a makeup and mom to be Add a goal. I'ma say 5 roses. Help me achieve my first goal. I'll sing a song. I can't really sing, but we'll put that on there. So we are going to go off with our typical routine. I know it's been a minute since I've done a voiceover, but we're going to hydrate our lips. We're going to hydrate our skin with my cucumber toner water. I'm also going to tone. Then I'm going to do my serums and my daily lotion and possibly a little sunscreen. But my normal skincare, this is not a tutorial, guys. I'm just prepping my skin for any makeup. You always have to prep, prime, and then apply. Those are the steps that I live by. If you have questions for your eyebrows, I know most people struggle with their eyebrows. I do my brows first because this is just very crucial to the routine. If I don't like my brows, I don't like my makeup, and I'm going to start over. So I basically outline the bottom of my brows, and then I outline the top of my brow, and I do this with a shade closer to my hair color, and then I might make my tail a little darker. The pencil I'm using is by NYX, and the darker pencil is going to be by e.l.f. Very affordable. I think they're both like $5 or less, and they have spoolies on the opposite ends, so I do use the spoolie towards the front of my brow just to give it like a gradient fading effect, so the front of my brow is not as dark or defined as the end. I want the front to look very realistic, and I want my hairs that I do have to show as much as possible because I do have very fine eyebrow hairs. So once I get my brows as close to how I want them to be, of course we're going to carve out our brows. I'm going to take like a little angled brush, or some people use a flat brush, whatever brush you're comfortable with. I just get very precise with carving out my brows and getting my tail to my liking. So I'm taking a concealer, and this concealer is really close to my shade. I feel like it's like 1 or 2 shades lighter, but this is Fenty Beauty, and I'm using the color 370N, and it's the hydrating longwear concealer. I love this formula. It blends very good with the foundation, and I love Riri's foundation. That's like one of the foundations on the higher end that I had to invest in, and I don't regret it one bit. Once I get my brows to my liking, you're going to see me go in with brow gel. And I'm using two different ones. I'm going to use my NYX, the brow glue. Definitely love that one. I use it in medium brown. And then I'm also going to go in with the clear one from e.l.f. and just let that dry. But these are my brows before I carve out the top or do any foundation. Now, you can take this with a grain of salt, but do what makes you happy when it comes with your brows. I am going to tweeze. This hurts so bad, but you know, I couldn't stand seeing all those hairs. After that, we're going to get straight into the eyes, guys. I was talking so much during this live because my baby was motivating me and trying to keep me focused on when people came into the chat. I could not read those little letters and everything when people were commenting or saying stuff to me. So I was basically talking to him. He was trying to make me be more entertaining and motivate me to talk to the chat. I was so locked in and so focused. At some point, he comes into the room. I think he's coming in now, but yeah, this is the eye look. I went with a cut crease because this is what the chat wanted. They wanted a smoky eye, but every eye doesn't have to be a smoky eye. I do smoke this one out to the best of my abilities, but he loves me so much. He keeps me laughing, and I did think that his input on my live did help, and I think they appreciated it as much as I did. The chat was way better once my baby entered the room. If you are a beginner or a new makeup artist or someone just who enjoys makeup as much as I do, eyeshadow is my favorite part. This is why I do the eyes first, because they can take a long time. A cut crease is what you make of it. You can do a half cut crease, a whole cut crease, you can do a winged out cut crease. There's so many different variations of makeup, but this is supposed to be something creative, so never limit yourself to just what you think you can do. Always try something different. So that is how I learned how to do makeup. I'm very much self-taught, and I've been doing my makeup since high school. But a cut crease can be one or more colors. You're going to have a transition color, a crease color, and they're just going to go from lightest to darkest. And then you're going to carve out where the crease of your eyelid is. Now, I do have a very hooded eyelid. It's very, very small, so I do over-exaggerate mine. And on top of your primer or your concealer, whatever you use, it doesn't matter. You just need a foundation for your eyeshadow to stick to, or for it to be more pigmented or vibrant. So I did use P. Louise, I think Rumor Zero, and then I put a gold shimmer on top. And this is how simple a cut crease can be. I use purple, pink, and a little bit of orange for a little sunset moment. And then I deepen my crease with that dark purple. And I'm going to smoke that out towards the end. But you could stop here. You can add liner. You could do whatever you want to make this look more dramatic or less dramatic. You can even do graphic liner. Now, when it comes to my base, guys, I think I put on way too much foundation. This is the most foundation I've ever worn. If you are a true OG and you've been watching my channel for a while, since my makeup videos, you know I do not wear this much foundation. And I put on Halo Glow. This was a lot. When I started blending this out, I got so scared. I was like, oh my God, who is this person? So while I was going live and I'm talking to them and talking to my baby and just being the giggly, bubbly person that I am, I'm looking at myself like, okay, I did get a little tan and this is a lot of foundation. I'm literally blending like my heart depends on it, because I didn't think this was going to turn out right, but I knew I still had other steps. I still got to conceal. I still have to do my bronzer and contouring. Does anybody else nose run when they're doing their makeup? I mean, I can be filming, I cannot be filming. Anytime I start playing on my face when it comes to makeup, my nose wants to water, my eyes want to water. Something happens to where I'm using a towel or a Q-tip. So for my concealer, I did use my NYX Fix It Sticks, and then my contour is a Halo 1 from e.l.f. I'm very affordable when it comes to makeup. I do have some higher end products, but these products just eat down and they're super affordable. I have 3, 4, 5 of them in my collection, every shade, multiple shades, because they're so easy to use. They're very easy to blend. And those Fix It Sticks, they just ate with those. NYX color match when it comes to their concealer is top tier. I was real heavy on e.l.f. Halo Glow concealers, the camo concealers, not the Halo Glow. Camo concealers at first until these came out, and I haven't picked them up ever again. These NYX ones just top tier for sure. I use them to carve out my brows, everything. So you're gonna see me clean up my brows some more. Like, you can always go back, but you know, you'll rather take a little away at a time than too much, because then I'll be refilling my brows and I ain't got time. This was a lot of blending. This was a lot of makeup. Keep that in mind. I don't go this heavy typically, but I do like how it turned out. It was very cute for the video, and I'm gonna just let y'all watch the rest. It's gonna be a time lapse. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it made sense. Like, I always love doing behind the scenes and showing you guys what I do to get ready to film my videos sometimes, or just the fun in my everyday life. Like, I really enjoy doing makeup. So this is something I would have recorded for Snapchat, or something I would have recorded for TikTok. But I was like, let me pick up the camera and do this for YouTube. Let me show them me every day, me content creating, batch content creating. This is what I do. These are the steps. This is what I follow. This is what I live by. And yeah, I decided to bring y'all along. So I hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned to the end if you want to see the progress of my pregnancy. I am going to chat with you guys one-on-one with TikTok as well in the back. So I love y'all. I was gonna stop talking, but then I thought about what my baby would say, and he would tell me to keep talking, or just like during this live, like I said, he motivated me and he gave me topics to talk about. He was like, talk about your pregnancy. You know, what are some things you experienced? What are some things you didn't experience? And I am going to talk about that towards the end of the video. But ladies, if you are pregnant, if you are expecting mommy, man, I put on so much blush right here. I got scared. I was like, I hope this concealer like tones it down a bit, because it was given blended into the eyeshadow. But if you're an expecting mommy, let me know how your pregnancy journey is going. Everybody's journey has been different, and being on TikTok, I have gotten a lot of stories, or you know, a lot of people with similar journeys, but also a lot of people that are experiencing different things completely from what I'm experiencing. And I'm just in so much disbelief about how some people's journeys go. Like, I didn't really have cravings. I didn't really have morning sickness. And then the midwife, like, miss or whatever, like if your bump is low, you're carrying a boy. If your bump is higher, you're carrying a girl. I feel like my entire pregnancy, I have been carrying very low. And I really didn't start showing until I was almost half baked. I was like 16 or 17 weeks before I really looked like I was pregnant and not just bloated. I just felt like I looked like I was on my period my entire pregnancy, and I gained a little weight or something. I had a little pudge, but not really rounding like my belly is now. Some days I'm very round in the morning, and some days I just look bloated again. So it's just been very interesting comparing pregnancies with other moms and hearing their stories and finding out like, oh, I'm the only one that's had like eczema flare-ups, or I'm the only one who hasn't had morning sickness this year if they're expecting in August. So if you have any tips or any stories you want to share, please feel free to comment those down below, because again, it's just been very interesting to hear everything being so different for each woman, to know that each woman experiences everything differently. Everybody's body is different, everybody's journey is different, and my journey has been very happy. I have been emotional, but like I haven't cried or I haven't been sad. And I hope that everybody's journey kind of goes that way. I hope that you're just all embracing it and loving every moment, because I've truly enjoyed being pregnant so far. If the men knew we could shapeshift, they would. I don't know, whatever the TikTok sound was, but I love contouring my nose. I love just the very intricate details of makeup and all the shading and highlighting. I just feel like it enhances the natural beauty, of course, and it can look the good if you know how to do makeup. And you see that blush, it kind of did tone it down. And of course, the powders are also going to tone it down even more. Anything you put cream on, you're going to also put powder on. I'm not really a girly that bakes, but I do a little pressed powder. I do a little setting powder. And then I'm going to sweep it away. I'm going to brush it off, or I'm going to make sure that I blend it in very, very well. Then I'm going to do setting spray. And then another little hack that I've been doing lately is, if you have the time and if you can, once you get that setting spray on and you let your makeup sit for a minute, if you don't like how it looks, get in the shower, girl. Let the steam of the shower seep into your pores and let that makeup marinate, and it looks even better. 10 out of 10. Y'all, I was kind of hurting when I was making this video. Like, I was getting some intense kicks. Baby girl has been very active since we've entered into the third trimester, and she has just been moving and moving and moving and moving, and I be feeling it. I be going through it. I'm sure you can see it on my face at some points in this video, but no pelvic pain, no contractions or any Braxton Hicks or anything just yet. So I don't have complaints, but those little kicks, those little feet and those elbows and arms, they're strong. She in there swimming and she putting up a fight, and mama getting tired. So I wanted to give you guys an update on my pregnancy. I am officially in my 3rd trimester. I am Sunday, Monday. I want to say I'm 28 weeks and 3 days, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And these 2-3 days coming into 28 weeks, my baby has been the most active. I've already known I've had an active baby since my first ultrasound at 8 weeks because my baby was moving so much during my first ultrasound. I've had about 3 or 4 ultrasounds now. Every ultrasound she's been very active. She's been moving. But she is camera shy. Anytime I try to catch like her movements, her kicking me or anything on camera, she's still. Anytime her dad touches me, she's still. Anytime anybody touches my belly, my best friend just came over and she was laying on me trying to feel her kick, nothing. But as soon as she took her hands off me, immediate movement. So I believe she knows what she's doing. She's just shy, and I think she enjoys torturing me and having fun with my insides. So that's what's been going on right now. But just throughout my entire pregnancy, my first trimester was pretty easy. I will say I've been blessed to have an easy pregnancy. In my first trimester, the only symptoms I really had, I'm not gonna say cravings, because I really crave things that I already craved or enjoyed before. I just indulged in them a little bit more, which pickles. I started eating the old Snap pickles in the green pack. I already enjoyed those. I like the hot ones, I like the green ones, and there's another bag that I'm not a big fan of, but the hot, then the green, then those. And anyway, I don't eat the hot ones, I eat the green pack. I got those, and then I got this pickle from Target. I'm gonna actually go grab it. And these pickles come with garlic and the real deal and everything already in them. Baby, can you bring me my pickles? Can you bring me the old Snap and the jar of pickles from Target? So I started indulging in those immediately my first trimester. Pickles were like one of the things that I craved every day. I went through 1 container of pickles my first trimester, and I want to say it's about 20 spears in here. I got this from Target, and these are classic deal, but you get all the garlic, the bay leaves, and everything in these pickles, and they are fire. Went through my first jar, we moved into our new spot, and I got my second jar. And I buy these by the box. You can get these at Kroger, you can get them at Target. Those are the only 2 places I've seen them, but these 2 right here were the only things I craved immediately and fell into the craving. So I was craving pickles a lot, still drinking a lot of water, still eating a lot of fruit. I feel like when you're pregnant, you just eat more of what you already were eating. And my appetite didn't really increase in my first trimester, but I was eating way more fruit, I was drinking way more water, and I was eating way more pickles my first trimester, for sure. First trimester, another symptom I was experiencing was itchiness. I feel like nobody or very little people talk about being itchy when you're pregnant. Everything was itching me. Everything was irritating my skin. I had to stay hydrated and moisturized because I do have eczema. And I had a flare-up. I don't really have flare-ups that often, and if I do have a flare-up, I can monitor and say what I did differently that caused that flare-up. That's how good I am with my eczema now, where I am in life. And I had a flare-up on my legs. My legs were inflamed. They were hurting because I was scratching them so much. I'm talking to y'all and TikTok. I'm talking to y'all and talking to my YouTube channel. This is crazy. But anyway, I indulged in the urge to itch, and I'm scratching my legs every day to where my legs had marks on them that I hadn't seen in a long time. I was very unsatisfied and unhappy with how my legs look. They look 1,000 times better. I'll have to insert a picture because it was bad, and I have before in what they look like now. But my legs were itching. I was getting the marks, my eczema marks coming up, And then the left side of my belly, I also, right here on the left, the dark spots are pretty much gone now, but I did have dark marks on my belly from scratching in this one particular spot. And this is all in my first trimester. I have not even made it out the trenches. I was so ready to make it past 13 weeks. So yeah, the itchiness was unbearable. That's the most itchy I've ever been in my life. And I do still get that urge now, but it's not my legs, it's not my belly. Those things have left me alone. Now it's my boobs. Like under my boob is getting out of hand. At night, I'm waking up because I'm either hot in my sleep, I'm sweating, and I'm scratching. So that's where we are now, but the itching has gotten better. Second trimester, I wasn't really craving anything too much, but this is when my pickle craving calmed down. I sat these down and I picked up sodas. If you know me, I do not drink carbonated drinks. I don't drink drinks. I like lemonade, I like sweet tea, I always have, but if I'm drinking something, it's gonna be water. I'm gonna have my water with me. I keep my Stanley with me. This is why I bought Stanleys. I don't just want to buy $40 cups, but I didn't know I was getting pregnant. Not this soon. Either way, I put down the pickles and I picked up sodas. So I began craving Coke. Coca-Cola? Who wants that? I would have never thought in a million years that I would crave a Coca-Cola or Pepsi product or a soda of any sort. But I started craving Coke. So I picked up Coca-Colas. I would start stocking my fridge when I moved into my new spot with Sprite products, ginger ale, Coca-Cola, and this week I picked up sweet tea because anytime I get food, if I'm going to Chick-fil-A, if I'm going to McDonald's, these are things that are in like my weekly rotation. Subway, Chipotle, I'm getting a sweet tea. I'm getting lemonade. So picked up the soda addiction. Not addiction. It's not an addiction. No. I picked up the soda craving, the carbonated drink craving, because I'm used to like a Olipop or my kombucha. And first trimester into my second trimester, I continued to drink kombucha. I drank kombucha all the way into like 22 weeks. So yeah, my baby's very full of probiotics and all the nutrients that she needs. And I still have a little bit, maybe a fourth of a cup of kombucha every now and then. Not every day, just to help with digestion and going to the bathroom. Because being pregnant, you do not go to the bathroom regularly. And I'm not used to that. I'm used to going to the bathroom every day after almost every other meal. In the morning for sure. Every morning I would use the bathroom. I don't use the bathroom every morning anymore. Sorry if that's too much information. But that's one thing I don't see and I'm not used to. And that's been throwing me off. The second trimester, not that many things changed. I did start seeing my bump at like 16 weeks. I started feeling movement at like 14 weeks. And the movements felt like little flutters or butterflies, literally. You know, when you say you get butterflies or someone makes you nervous or you have a crush on somebody, that feeling, but it was like intensified. It literally felt like something was moving. I could feel the movement. I can feel like the rolling and her laying on my stomach, which at the earlier part of my pregnancy, I feel like she laid more on my right side. And now I feel like she lays on my left. And if I'm on my left, she go to my right. She does the opposite of what I want to do, period. And that's what the second trimester was like. The movements, I really appreciate having an active baby. I love that she is in there doing whatever she wants to do and having fun and just movement, because it's just reassuring and it feels great. That's what it feels like to me. Hopefully it feels like that to y'all. But anyway, okay. Now we're in the third trimester. I put the pickles down. I put the sodas down. Still on sweet tea, on ginger ale, on water real bad. I am taking my prenatals. I do have an iron supplement I'm also taking that was prescribed to me by my OB. And as of 28 weeks, baby is very active. The most active she's been my entire pregnancy. Now she's keeping me up in the morning, waking me up at 3 o'clock in the morning. We went from waking up at like 5, 6 to 3. I cannot take a nap or go to bed early. And I'm not gonna say I'm a morning person because I don't like waking up in the morning. I am very grumpy and grouchy when you wake me up out my sleep, especially if I'm sleeping in. And when she does it, or when my bladder is full, or if I drink one sip of water, I'm up. I'm up every 30 minutes to go to the bathroom. I'm rocking back and forth, side to side, to make sure my bladder is empty because I'm up every 30 minutes going to the bathroom if I'm still up. And going to bed, I'm not going to bed at 10 o'clock. If I go to bed at 10, I'm up at 1. If I go to bed at 11, I'm up at 2. If I go to bed at 3, I'm up at 3. Like, I have to manage or monitor when I go to sleep because I'll be right back up messing with her. Yeah, so early mornings, she's a morning person. Mommy is not. What else? Eating. I'm hungry. Right when I get up, if I'm up at 3, I might try to go back to sleep. I might use the bathroom, or I might drink some water, use the bathroom again, and try to go back to sleep. If I'm up at 5, I'm sitting here, I might edit a video. I have about 3 YouTube videos that I need to edit right now. And I just posted a video live today, which was a weekly reset, or a Sunday reset and refrigerator restock. My nose is really, really running now. I guess because I'm talking a lot. But just posted that, and I have like 3 other videos to edit. So I've started editing my 2nd and 3rd video now, and I shouldn't be behind, but it's because I'm tired. I work a 9 to 5, 10 to 6, 11 to 6 on a normal. I am still a Target retail manager every day. So I have to work, or, you know, I'm working. I don't have to work, but I want to work as long as I can. So I am still working, making content, being a content creator, editing my vlogs, editing my YouTube shorts, editing my TikToks, trying to post every day, trying to be consistent for you guys. And yeah, I guess she's been helping with that. She's like, Mommy, get in your bag, get on your Zoom. And I've been on my Zoom. So every morning at 8 o'clock, I'm posting a TikTok. Every day at 9 or 10, I'm posting a YouTube short. Every week, I'm posting a YouTube video. I do plan all my content. I have multiple journals, multiple notebooks, notes in my phones. I'm using AI, ChatGPT, to help me keep track of this pregnancy series that I've started on YouTube. So don't be afraid to use all your sources. My baby is also a big support system. He supports everything that I do, everything that I does, he supports. So he's also so proud of me, and he's reminding me every day, like, oh, you went viral 10 times last month. The month of May, I went viral 10 times. He's like, oh, stay on it, stay active, stay proactive, stay ahead of it, keep editing. Did you batch content create today? Did you content create today? Did you post a video? Did you upload something? What did you upload? I didn't see it. So he's on me as well. My baby is on me, and we're staying ahead of the game. So if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is the exact same as my TikTok name. It is KaylaLMorrow. That is my name. And this new chapter, I'm just really, really excited about. I'm really excited about all my mom to be content. And I'm just ready for the mommy content because it's going to eat down real bad. So I do have a playlist on my YouTube channel. It is called The New Chapter. If you have missed a video, missed the upload, missed a short, if you're into relatable content, mom content, or anything like that, make sure you check out the playlist. I'm going to link it in the description box. My Amazon registry is in there. My P.O. box is in there. Make sure you send me and baby Kay some love. And I'm about to end this video. But I'm about to take y'all in the kitchen because my baby cooking. I need to put my pickles up, and I want to pickle with my burgers. I love you babies so much. If you're new to my channel, you ain't never heard of your girl, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn the subscribe button gray because we don't like red over here, okay? And without further ado, I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Bye. That just tastes so fresh and so crisp. Every good burger needs a pickle.
You want lettuce or something?